just recently I did a review on the new Anne Hathaway romance movie, The Idea of You. Now today I would like to rate and compare that movie to other romance films that deal with age difference. If you'd like to hear more, stick around. G'day viewers, Retro Man here and welcome to the show. Now Anne Hathaway's new movie, The Idea of You, has taken the world by storm. I mean, it's pretty well ranking #1 worldwide for Amazon Prime. I mean, that's great for that streaming service. And guys, it left me thinking about other romance movies that deal with age difference. So yes, all of these films, guys, present that romance where there's the younger guy and the older woman, and they all do a fairly sweet job of it. I mean, some of them range from drama to comedy, and guys, it's just the heart of the relationship that really makes them tick. And The Idea of You just left me thinking about all of these films from the past. So I felt now is the time to compare these older films to this new Hathaway trailblazer. Now I realise in my review video I didn't actually rate the movie, so I'd like to do that today, but also I'd like to compare it to some of these other age difference romance movies that have come out over the years. There have been plenty of them. So guys, let's get to the nitty gritty here and take a look at a movie, for example, like The Graduate. Now, The Graduate is a film from 1967. Many people have seen this one. It stars Dustin Hoffman, and the older woman is Anne Bancroft. But as this film transpires, Hoffman realises he's actually in love with Bancroft's daughter, played by the lovely Katharine Ross. This is a classic film, guys. It won some Oscars, and who can forget the Simon and Garfunkel soundtrack on this one? And guys, that's another film about age difference that if you haven't seen, check out. It is what you would call a classic. And guys, back in the 80s, there was a little teen sex comedy that actually made quite a bit of money at the box office. It was called My Tutor. This is the Blu-ray right here, guys. It had Matt Lattanzi in it. He's actually Olivia Newton-John's ex-husband, and he played opposite Karen Kay. Now, he was this young, mischievous high school student who is kind of failing with his studies, and his dad decides to employ Karen Kay as his new French teacher to improve his grades. So guys, just like the tagline states on this one, school's out, but Bobby's education has just begun. So this is a film that deals with age difference, guys. There's a romance here. And there's a lot that I could say about My Tutor, guys. I could say so much, but don't get me started on Lattanzi's voice. That's a whole other story. But there is some heartfelt stuff to it. And who can forget Crispin Glover from Back to the Future on a rotating wheel? But that film came out in '83, and it was what you would call a bit of a sleeper hit. But Lattanzi and Karen Kay gave this one some fireworks, and if you haven't seen it, check it out. Also, guys, I will say there's another classic movie from 1971 called Summer of 42. Now, that film starred Gary Grimes as a 15-year-old who goes to an island on summer vacation, and Gary falls in love with an older woman played by Jennifer O'Neill, whose husband has actually gone away to war. So the film is a period piece. It's set during World War II, and that is a really lovely romance film about age difference. And it's a classic, guys, just like The Graduate, so that might be one to check out. But just recently, you may remember that Jennifer Lawrence did a very quirky romantic film called No Hard Feelings. That one really pushed the comedy realm when it came out in 2023. And that one had her partnered with a young guy, a 19-year-old, called Andrew Burr Feldman. And I think Jennifer and Andrew worked very well. That film looked at a 19-year-old guy that is really awkward and struggling to fit in with his age bracket. And Jennifer Lawrence is this 30-something worldly woman that is employed by Andrew's parents to kind of bring out the man in Andrew. And that film is really funny, guys, if you haven't seen it. It has some really crazy slapstick stuff in it. And Jennifer Lawrence, once again, proves that she has some real star power. But guys, there's another little film that I started to think about when I saw The Idea of You recently. And this is one starring Corey Haim from 1992. It's called Oh, What a Night. Now, guys, if you missed this film on video back in the 90s, I mean, you probably have never stumbled upon it. But this is a sweet little movie set in the 1950s, and Corey Haim kind of gets infatuated with this older woman that has just moved into town. She has a couple of kids and she's in a bad relationship. And the actress in this film is Barbara Williams. Not many people have heard of her, but she presents a very alluring presence that stirs some emotions in the young Haim. So this film, guys, is very different to The Idea of You, but it does present that age difference romance. This is more a coming of age tale, if you will. And guys, this is a very underrated film. It's a nice little period piece, and Haim is just rather delightful in this. And guys, this Corey Haim film isn't spoken about much these days, so I think I will come back and do a review of this one. So please keep a lookout for my review on Oh, What a Night. So guys, that's what happens here on the Retro Man Down Under show. Sometimes a new movie will come out and it will inspire you to go back through your catalogue and check out others that are similar. So guys, please keep a lookout for my review on this one. This is a movie that many haven't seen, but it's well worth watching. But guys, that kind of gives you a bit of an idea that there is a lot of romance films out there that deal with age difference, and some of them are classics, some of them are a bit cheesy like My Tudor, but they all have a warmth to them, and they usually appeal to both ages, guys. Men and women often get something out of them. So guys, The Graduate, of course, is a classic. This Haim film's a lesser known one. But man, the Anne Hathaway film has people talking and thinking about age difference on screen. And Anne and Nicholas have done such a great job together in this new film that it really makes you think about the older ones. So guys, that is always a good thing. So if you want more, you know what to go and look for, guys. But I suppose now you're wondering, what would I actually rate The Idea of You? Well, guys, in comparison to these other films, and I've put some thought into this, and I can understand that people find this one appealing. I mean, some of you out there have said there's a bit of a Harry Styles thing to this new film with Hathaway and this guy from a boy band. There's a bit of a Styles romance going on, and it just is delivering what a streaming audience needs. So they got it right for the most part, guys, and I think the director and the cast should be very pleased with their achievements here. So I would have to say these two are learning a lot from each other, and it's a romance full of nuance and understanding. And I've seen a lot of age difference romances over the years, and this one really tries hard to get the balance of elements right. And I think it all culminates in a fairly acceptable conclusion. So guys, if I was to give The Idea of You a rating, I would have to give it a 3 out of 5. You know, it's a good film. It's not a groundbreaking romance film, but it's pleasant. The actors do very well in their roles. So guys, that kind of equates to a 6 out of 10. So it's of reasonable quality, this film. If you're between the age of say 25 and 40, this should hit the sweet spot for you. And guys, Anne Hathaway, as always, a very reliable, solid performance. But guys, with the caliber of performer like Anne Hathaway, she's an Oscar winner, she's seasoned, and she kind of makes this romance click. I think if you're an Anne Hathaway fan, you will definitely connect with this one. On the other hand, Nicholas Galitzine has a pretty cool, commanding presence throughout. And for some of the younger ones, guys, if you've seen Nicholas in some of his films, I'm sure this will be a winner for you. So the two play off each other very well. And if you're looking for some romance, this should really tick those boxes. So definitely check out The Idea of You on Amazon Prime. And guys, yeah, pleasant little film. What I will say, guys, is the title of the film, The Idea of You, is kind of forgettable. I don't think in 12 months' time you will remember that title. It doesn't stick out like, say, Bridget Jones's Diary or Pretty Woman or My Best Friend's Wedding. It just has not got a title that stands out like some of the big films. It's just, The Idea of You. I have to kind of think about the title whenever I mention it. So, guys, I suppose it's based on an acclaimed book, and that was the title of the book. So that's what they went with. But a little bit of a forgettable title, but a movie that's probably a bit better than it should have been. So guys, pleasantly entertained by this one, and if you like romance films, this gets my tick of approval. So guys, tell me in the comments below, have you seen The Idea of You? What do you think of it? Do you think that Anne and Nicholas make a great couple? And tell me, guys, if you've seen any of these other movies that deal with romantic entanglements, and keep watching Retro Man Down Under, because you will never know what is going to pop up next. So as always, guys, please like, comment and subscribe, and it's been an absolute pleasure discussing The Idea of You once again. It is definitely taking the world by storm at the moment, this film, and it's just great to see Anne Hathaway back. Until next time, this is Retro Man, living the dream, retro style. Stay gold.
Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang. But in the meantime, please check out these other episodes.